All right, guys, thanks for checking back in. We're back in the lab, and today we are making a grimy, gritty Griselda type beat. Little boom bap on deck. And what I did today, a little bit different, went to Tracklib, and I got some samples from Tracklib. So let's go through everything that I did. A little bit different of a beat cook-up. First, we've got our drums. And I did something special to the drums here. So there's our drum break. I chopped that up. All right, so that's all chopped up. But then I went over to our in and out, went through output 3, and I put it through my hot wax guitar pedal on the hot tube setting, played around with that a little bit. And so this is how our drums ended up sounding. So we'll do a little before and after. This is before. And then after. So that external gear, excuse me, always hits hard. Then what I did is I went through, and let's go to our individual effects, and I didn't do too much to each individual sample. So I wanted the underlying layer to be an organ. And so this is what we got. I went through and just chopped up little sections and really just ended up playing two. All right. And then with each individual instrument, I went into our multi-band filter bank, and because you can see it on here, I pretty much went through the bands and then just sectioned out the pieces that I wanted so that I could create kind of a layer cake of all these samples. So from there, I got a piano, and in the piano, you'll see when we play it, I filtered out everything except for a lot of the low end. It was a piano sample that I liked, but in the end, with everything else that I had, I didn't feel like I could use it. So that's filtered. And we're pretty much just using the bottom section. From there, we went and got our Rhodes. I did have a soft clipper on there, but I adjusted that. Actually, let's turn that back on. I adjusted that to where I think we needed to be once we leveled everything out. So we want the Rhodes to be kind of the star of the show. So let's go back. The Rhodes we took out the low end. You can see I dropped the levels there. Our mid band, we're basically going from 100 up to about 1,000 hertz there. So the Rhodes, again, that's the star of our show. After the Rhodes, we've got a flute that we sprinkle in. And on here, you'll see I took the high band, bumped that up, threw some drive on it. So that's going to be everything that our high end is going to be with our flute. After that, I added a bass to go along with that piano because it was pretty weak. Played a pretty simple pattern. It was just like a but it complemented the piano that I was using, just the low end. And then finally, just this perk. Just an interesting sound that I'll occasionally drop in the background just to change things up. And then on my main output, I've got our compressor, the para EQ I use to take out any extreme highs, any extreme lows. I had a lot of fatness in the low mids, around the 200s, so I took that out and boosted our high end a little bit because it was pretty heavy on the low end. And then I've got the limiter on there just to make sure we're not going over. And then I threw the tube drive on just for some saturation. So when it's all said and done, this is what it sounds like. And I'll play a few different variations. I still have to lay out how I want the track to actually go in our arranger, but this is the base of it. So that's the gist of it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you digging it? Is this something that Westside Gun, Stove God Cooks, Conway, Benny, any of those guys could jump on? Let me know. And as always, please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe. I appreciate you tuning in. And we'll see you again soon.